Привет, comrades, DFCom here. I have some good and bad news. Good news, I got my piercing done. It hurt like hell. The most painful thing I've ever gotten done. And that well, my hip tattoo is probably worse. But it's the most painful piercing for sure. And I guess it's kind of a bad thing as well, because the reason why I got it, so... My boss is trying to get me to take it out. I say no, there's no rule against ear piercings whatsoever. There's a rule against eyebrow and lip, and so for those, I took my eyebrow out, because it can stand that. My lip ones cannot, so I put fake ones in, like little clear ones. Nose is allowed as long as it's a stud, so I'm not breaking any rules. Sorry. So that's it. Bad news. No one can escape. Fidget spinners are officially for sale at Dollar General. Horrible news, because they're literally advertised as toys even on the box. They're all like, hours of fun. No, they're not fun. They're not supposed to be fun. At all. I mean, it's like medicine, you chug it down. It's not supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be annoying, you know? Annoying at most. Other than that, I don't see any reaction whatsoever. People are treating this like a game and goofing off and everything. It's like, it's a fucking medicine. Like, do you play with thermometers? Don't answer that. You probably do. But whatever. You can't play with medicine. And that's literally what this is. It's medicine. Our store would not carry it simply because you needed a prescription for it. And when that ban was lifted, I don't think it was even lifted. I think a lot of people just started breaking the rules, so we decided who cares. But it took us still a few months before we got it about a month before we got it after the ban was lifted. And it's still annoying, because it's like, it is not a toy. The packaging, okay, the box says hours of fun, but on the back it says you can use it at work, at home, at school, and you know, it's like, if it was a toy, you wouldn't use it at work or at school. So that part is correct with the medication. But then it says fun. Basically, it's a huge, ironic twist thing. I don't know whether it'd be called, hypocritical. No, it's contradictory. I don't know what the other term I was thinking of, but it means the same thing. Contradictory. You can't say fun and then say like a description of medication. It doesn't work that way. It also says ages 3 and up. And I suppose 3-year-olds are diagnosed with ADHD. Not very common though. And perhaps they are, but it's still, these are a lot slower, thankfully. At least I'm assuming, because the Walmart ones were a lot slower. Which is good, because the original fidget spinners are insanely dangerous. They got a lot of people hurt, and so people are avoiding them and buying knockoffs, which are a lot slower and a lot more medication-wise. First ones are removed from the market more or less because they're insanely dangerous, and so they were very much failed as a medication. The generics seem to be a lot better in the medication category, but they're sold as toys. Which is a big no, obviously. So this might be okay for 3-year-olds, but it still seems fast even for a 3-year-old. I would say you need to be at least 12, and even then that's a kind of a borderline thing. Most 12-year-olds could, but I don't think all could. It depends, of course, on your level of illness. If it's not as strong, then maybe try to wait a few extra years, because it's very dangerous. I highly recommend the Fidget Cube, but both of these are they're not very, very loud, but they're obviously loud. And the Fidget Cube sounds like click, 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 like you're clicking a pin. And it's going to get insanely annoying for anyone sitting next to you, unfortunately. I know it's a medication, so I wouldn't say anything, but I'd be pretty pissed off. It was annoying me when I used it, and I actually, you know, need one. I actually have like a prescription for them. So if it was annoying me, I didn't want to use it, because yeah, it was relieving some of my problems, but then the clicking pissed me off. So I don't recommend either of those. Now they actually come out with new fidget spinners. I think they're also knockoffs, but they actually have blades, and some are made of metal, and they were dangerous enough to begin with. Don't add a blade, don't add metal. Plastic was insanely dangerous, so why would you make it worse? I don't understand people's logic there. At all. Very, very, very dangerous. I do not recommend them whatsoever. Kind of annoyed that we got them now. I walked into work and already like half of them were gone. So that's a bad sign, because I mean, yeah, people are buying them. Which means we're going to see a lot of people with them, treating them like toys and goofing off and stuff. And it's really, really frustrating, because these are not fucking toys, you know? But whatever. I can't make people smart. I can't make people get brain cells and have some sort of common sense. Common sense ain't common. That's what my mom always told me. So the horrors began. I'm gonna find him all over the fucking place. But whatever. Y'all come back now, you hear? TFCom signing off. Bye-bye.